Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. It's Matchy Matchy Day.
Last day of round 3, and Julie decided to wear the exact same shirt that I did.
He did get dressed first, and I thought, ooh, I'm going to wear mine too.
The ways that you entertain yourself. Anyways, welcome to the end of round 3, and thank you, as always, to Sagamore Spirit Rye for sponsoring this tournament. They've been very, very, very good to us and the rest of Whiskey Tube, and we thank them for their support, and we hope that you support them as well.
We're so close, guys. Hang in there. Just a few more days.
Are you talking to yourself or to the rest of us?
I'm talking to myself right now.
Here we go. On to the last matchup of round 3. On to the nose glass 1.
Like it. I do. I like it.
Yeah, it smells amazing, actually. Fruity and oaky and,
I want to come up with a new flavor, like just make something up, but it's everything you said.
There is a unique fruit on here, though.
Plus a little bit of that bubblegum note that I like to give, where I just equate that to like a sugary sweetness.
There's bubblegum on there.
Yeah, not fruit sweetness, just a sugary sweetness.
I do think that there's fruit sweetness on there. It smells fantastic. I actually, there's a tartness to that one, to the nose glass too.
Also a lovely nose.
Yeah.
Super oaky.
Agreed.
Not as sugary as glass 1, but there is definitely a sugar presence on the nose.
Seems like it's hiding something.
I think I'm ready to explore it. I want to explore glass 2. There's more to offer in glass 2 than the nose is giving away.
Yeah, Phil and Julie, whiskey detectives. Cheers.
On to day 20. I also want to be a whiskey detective. Oh, there's a bit of nuttiness on my first sip here.
Oh boy, do I like that. The balance of this one is the first thing that strikes me. Sweet, spicy, rich, oaky, bright flavors, fruit flavors, sugars, all the things that I like in a bourbon. I'm not surprised that whatever this is made it to this point. That's very, very tasty whiskey.
I took a quick second sip because I got distracted by being a whiskey detective.
You're daydreaming.
Yeah, I was daydreaming, and so that first sip just kind of said nuttiness and went out the door. But that second sip was dynamite. There was just a cohesiveness and a sweet sugariness and an oakiness that was just, it was wonderful.
The way it coats is crazy. It feels like somebody's running a velvet curtain across my tongue.
I can still taste it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's a good drink. Like when,
yeah,
I mean,
excellent
I
finish.
haven't been sitting here that long, but to be honest, sometimes finishes come and go, and this one is sticking around.
That's awfully tasty. I'm picturing if I was a whiskey detective and I had to flash my badge, would it be like a flask with just like an ID taped to the side of it?
We can make this happen. Oh, you weren't. That was it a 2023 craft project.
Worst Halloween costume ever. Show that to a cop.
Ooh, that's true.
I'm on the job.
Yeah, that would
Sir,
be
this
bad.
is a Wendy's.
I was gonna go to glass 2.
Should we move on?
You've only taken a sip, and I've taken like 4 now.
It is excellent. I love the fruit on that. I haven't said what fruit it is because I don't know what it is. I just know that it's fruity.
To be perfectly honest, I haven't been nitpicking on flavors. I've just been enjoying. That's a sign of a good bourbon.
There's a lot to be said for that. That's what the tournament's all about, I think.
I'm also pumped that we're wearing the same outfit.
Every time I look at our reflection here,
I think it's great.
What are we doing?
It's the holidays.
That's a cat.
I think there's a cat scratching at our door right now.
Yeah, pardon me. I have to go open the door.
Oh my gosh, I hope so. Merry Christmas, everybody. You've seen Luna Bean before, but we just learned her nickname is Luna Bean. And you're very wet.
It's pretty deep snow out there.
She's going to go sit on one of the heaters and warm up, and we're going to warm up with glass number 2.
Let's keep it moving.
Oh, shoot. This is going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah,
that was really good,
great.
too.
A lot of oak. You got the hands on the hips.
Oh, no. There's a bit of tobacco on this one, a bit of leather. You know how I like that. I'm thinking about that Cal 15.
Yeah.
And the things I loved about that was that my winner last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, was that leather tobacco note.
These both have real potential. Wow, is that good? Oh, no.
I
thought glass 1 after tasting, I was like, finally an easy matchup.
There's a couple matchups in this round where if the brackets would have lined up differently, should have been finals. This feels like a final.
The brown sugar, the vanilla, the oak, the richness. This is straight ahead bourbon flavors. Glass 1, a little bit of an oddball here, flavor wise, I think. Mm-hmm. Glass 2 that's bourbon, you know. And yet I love these both. This is so tough. When they're both so good but so different, we keep saying this, makes it 10 times harder. There's
nothing I don't like about Glass 2. Mm-hmm. The flavors are big and brash and obvious, and
so am I.
A bit like you. Yeah. It's just wonderful. I said the Glass 1 was wonderful, so now I'm in two wonderful worlds. It's a wonderful time of the year, and I'm drinking wonderful bourbons.
Well, it's a wonderful life here on the Bourbon Van tonight. I need to go back the other way because there's big flavors on Glass 2. It really makes me wonder what Glass 1 is going to do when we go back to it.
What a way to end this round.
It's a treat.
After drinking glass number 1, I thought, oh, maybe this will be an easy one. That nose is lovely. Oh, no, this is still good. It did nothing. It did not diminish in one whatever.
Iota.
I was going to say iota, but I thought that was wrong, and I'm sick of using the wrong phrases. But it did not diminish in one iota going from glass 2 to 1, which a lot of times does happen. It held up.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear is right. These feel like winners.
Glass 1, the mouthfeel on that, it's succulent. It's delicious. It's inviting. It coats and it hangs around forever. It never goes away. Glass 1 has so many elements that I like. In Glass 2, the palate is perfect. It is a perfect, like you said, I can't fault Glass 2. But there's things that Glass 1 is doing better.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place on this one. This is impossible.
You said that Glass 1 was succulent, and for some reason that made me think of melon flavored.
Yeah.
And I immediately my head went melon, even though I don't really like melon. But and then I took a sip of this. I'm like, I think there is something summery,
like cantaloupe or a honeydew or something.
Yeah, like springy, summery about this glass.
The color green keeps popping in my head.
Yeah.
On the nose. And I wonder if that's what it is, if it's like a honeydew.
Maybe.
Weird.
I think you couldn't have said that better. There's nothing I can fault so far in Glass 2, but Glass 1 brings something a little bit special.
Yeah, Glass 2 is the absolute standard for bourbon flavor, at least today. Glass 1, though, Glass 1's super exciting. Oh. Something fun about it.
Yikes.
Wow, is this interesting. Did you go to Glass 2 there?
I did.
I stayed with Glass 1.
Oh.
I wanted to know if there was a compounding effect of the flavors here. The compounding effect is
enjoyment.
Delicious, dry powdered sugar, which I didn't expect. That came out of nowhere here.
Do you like that?
I love it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I love it. You know what it reminds me of? The white sugary frosting on the top of our sugar cookies at Christmas time.
Oh, we haven't made those yet, but we will.
Yeah, now I want them. Before I was like, I don't know if I really need those. Yeah, I do. I want them.
Yeah, I usually wait till Christmas Eve when we've already done with cookies, and then now we have more cookies.
Too many cookies is just enough cookies
just
for the
enough
holidays.
Cookies.
I'm going to stick with Glass 2 for a while. I'm going to see if there's a compounding effect on that glass the same way that there was on Glass 1. I love the way the bitterness offsets the sweetness on Glass 2. It's decadent without being too much. It's sweet without being cloying. It's so good. Man, this is so tough. You're speechless. Did you make a decision already in your head?
No. I mean, no.
I actually thought I had a decision like maybe a minute and a half ago.
Yeah.
I'm back. Right on top of the fence.
Like most things in my life, it ping-pongs back and forth. In my brain, it's like boop, 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 boop.
I actually think I have a decision.
I have a decision as well.
Really?
This is more of an intellectual versus a passion decision. You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
Oh. Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Are you ready?
I think so.
I don't want to look at all. 1, 2, 3.
I intellectually was like, this glass is beautiful and perfect, and
It's fantastic.
it probably deserves to move forward.
Maybe.
But the pure enjoyment that I got out of this, plus all the flavors and all of the balance and everything, there was just something in there that was just a little bit more exciting.
Yeah, honestly, Glass 2, technically speaking, is one of the best whiskeys I've ever had.
Perfection.
Glass 1, flavor-wise, palate preference-wise, excitement-wise,
More
is
fun.
also one of the best whiskeys I've ever had, and it's exciting because those... The cat sneezed. And it's exciting because those flavors are so unique and so interesting to me. I can't wait to find out what we just did here. Well, just as we were about to reveal who we picked, the camera died.
So this looks a little different. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. We promise we have a new camera in-house. I just don't know how to use it yet. It's coming. All right. We have just eliminated letter Y, as in, you should tell us what was eliminated.
Letter Y was Four Roses OBSK, which
That's a special whiskey.
explains the perfection.
That's absolutely dynamite. That's the best bottle of Four Roses I've ever sipped.
I am heartbroken to make the decision today because this glass was so beautifully balanced and lovely. I just found the first glass to be a little bit more fun.
It does a lot of the same things. It coats incredibly well. It's well balanced. It does really everything the same, just a different profile. And it's delicious. Let's see what it was. The super good glass, letter Z moving ahead, Z for zoom into the next round.
Nice.
What do we got?
Wilderness Trail 6-year bottled in bond. Love it. We've got some interesting bottles in the final four.
That is the little bottle that could. That Wilderness
Yes.
Trail, since day one, every time we go to it, we find new things. We find interesting, exciting things in it. It has not let us down in any way. Both of these bottles, we've said it a million times, this felt like a championship match. These are dynamite, dynamic whiskeys. One of them just more interesting today.
I feel like we've got a couple Cinderellas
We have some
that
that
have made it into the final four.
We have some bottles that are not particularly celebrated. That's for sure. Well, we have different Final Fours. We will be tasting different things, I suspect, every single day in the next round. What an unbelievable matchup, and the twists and turns keep coming. I love that we're drinking these double blinds. You never know what's going to happen, and, well, I hope that your bracket's intact. Probably not. From wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. She was just more fun today.
It's so good.